Okay, let's get started. Will the House come to order? Mr. Clerk.
Aloha and good afternoon. Today's invocation will be delivered by Representative Aaron Ling Johansson. Will the members who wish to participate please rise?
You may remain seated. Thank you. Members, I think it's always a struggle for us to think about what to say, so I think rather than belabor the point, I'd like to ask us to take a moment to contemplate a few things. One, to contemplate the awesome privilege that this job is of being able to serve others, and to reflect with gratitude on our constituents who support us being here, as well as our families, friends, and loved ones who support us through this very rewarding but often challenging job. So if you will, please take a moment of silence with me to contemplate that. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative. Mr. Clerk, can you please call the roll?
Mr. Aquino, Ms. Bellotti, Mr. Bronco, Ms. Clark, Ms. Eli, Mr. Ganadin, Mr. Gates, Ms. Haar,
Representative Haar. Excused.
Mr. Hashem, Mr. Hashimoto, Mr. Holt, Ms. Ichiyama, Mr. Iligan, Mr. Johansson, Ms. Capella, Ms. Kitagawa,
Excused.
Mr. Speaker, I'm here. I'm sorry, we were having audio problems.
Okay, we'll note that. That's Har. Representative Har is here. And Representative Kitagawa.
Mr. Bertrand Kobayashi, Mr. Dale Kobayashi,
Here.
Mr. Kong, Mr. Lopresti,
Here.
Ms. Lowen,
Here.
Ms. Luke, Ms. Martin, Mr. Matayoshi,
Here.
Ms. Matsumoto, Mr. McDermott,
Excused.
Mr. McKelvey, Ms. Morikawa, Ms. Nakamura, Mr. Nakashima, Mr. Nishimoto, Mr. Ono, Ms. Okimoto, Mr. Onishi, Ms. Peruso,
Here.
Mr.
But my
Quin-
video's, oh, here.
Mr. Quinlan, Mr. Saiki, Mr. Sayama, Mr. Takayama, Mr. Takumi, Mr. Tam, Mr. Tarnas, Mr. Todd,
Here.
Mr. Tokioka,
Present.
Mr. Ward,
Yo.
Ms. Wildberger,
Here.
Mr. Woodson, Mr. Yamane, Mr. Yamashita, Mr. Speaker.
Here.
Mr. Speaker, 49 members are present, 1 is excused.
Thank you very much. Reading of the Journal, Representative Morikawa.
Mr. Speaker, may this matter be deferred?
So ordered. Thank you very much. Mr. Clerk, are there any messages from the Governor?
Mr. Speaker, there are none.
Thank you very much. Mr. Clerk, are there any messages? I'm sorry, Mr. Clerk, are there any Senate communications?
Mr. Speaker, there are none.
Thank you very much. Reports of standing committees, Representative Bellotti.
Mr. Speaker, I move to adopt Standing Committee Report numbers 208-22 through 218-22 as listed on pages 1 through 4, and that the accompanying House bills as may be amended pass second reading and be referred to their designated committees.
Thank you very much. Representative Morikawa.
Mr. Speaker, I second the motion.
Thank you very much. Members, page 1, Standing Report number 208. Discussion. Yes, Representative Ganaden.
In support, Mr. Speaker.
In support, please proceed.
HB 1577 appropriates funds for the continual remediation of Kaho'olawe. It should serve as a lesson to this legislature and to other elected officials for who holds the tab when the United States Navy leaves a mess for environmental remediation, for now and for future endeavors. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Representative. Further discussion, members? Again, we're on Standcom Report number 208. Thank you. Standcom Report number 209. 210. 211. 212. 213.
Speaker.
Representative Okimoto, followed by Representative Ward.
With reservations, please.
I'm sorry, what was that, Representative Okimoto?
Reservations.
WR for Okimoto. Representative Ward?
Speaker, I rise in opposition. Brief comment, please.
Opposition, please proceed.
This is formerly known as HB 1567. On the streets, it's known as get out of jail free or felon privileges and rights. My point, Speaker, is this is a no bail bill. You don't have to show up because you don't have any skin in the game. And I think this is an opposite direction. If we look on the mainland, what's going on in these cities that where it's just a real outbreak of crime. I beg your pardon?
Representative, 1 second, Representative Ward. Chair recognizes Representative Bellotti.
We just need to see Minority Leader Emeritus on the screen. We can't see him on our.
Okay.
Thank you.
I was looking at the bill, actually. Hold on 1 second. I'm going right back. Thank you, Representative Bellotti. I didn't know my face was so desirable.
Thank you, Representative. Representative Ward, please continue.
May I continue, Speaker? May I continue?
Yes, Representative Ward, please continue.
Okay, on the street, it's known as a get out of jail free. It's for the felons who basically know that it's a revolving door, and this having no bail or no skin in the game is not going to stop them. The point is, this issue I brought up in the hearing, in the committee hearing, and Kat Brady, all of you know who Kat Brady is. She said, well, because I said the bill is not needed and it's going to be to a disadvantage and encourage or enable, if you will, people who are criminal. And she said, well, you know, in 2019, we passed a promissory note option where if you don't have the money, and I know there's a bleeding heart for, well, look, you're poor, and we don't want to punish the poor, but the poor can sign an IOU, a promissory note, and if they do show up, it's canceled. So, Mr. Speaker, the point is we don't need this. It's an encouragement and it's an enabling, which if we see what's going on in the mainland and we learn from it, hey guys, this is not good policy. It's just not good policy. I don't care how many people are getting overcrowded or whatever. We've got to protect our citizens, our constituents, and this is not the way to go. Let's do the promissory note, make them sign if they have less than $100 up to their name. Let them sign their promissory note. Let them show up. That's the whole point. Let them show up and let the judicial process and the wheels of justice move. For those reasons, Mr. Speaker, I hope this bill doesn't go farther than today or next week. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Representative. Further discussion, members?
Mr. Speaker.
Stancom Report 213. Is that Matayoshi?
In support.
In support for Representative Matayoshi?
Brief comment.
Please proceed. In support.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I do want to point out that, as Representative Ward said, or Representative Ward doesn't seem to be against the concept of this because he is in favor of the promissory note provision. What this bill does is it simply allows certain nonviolent offenders with a bunch, kind of a laundry list of exceptions, to be not jailed prior to their hearing. So, I mean, we all know about the jail overcrowding situation. This bill is meant to alleviate that. if they commit another crime while they're out, this bill does not apply. So we're not releasing violent offenders onto the streets. If someone does have is unlikely to return, then this bill will not apply. I think the representative from Hawaii Kai is maybe misconstruing and overinflating the risk to society that this bill purportedly causes. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Representative. Further discussion, members?
Chair.
Representative Ward,
Speaker.
still in
Speaker,
opposition?
Second time in opposition. Just a brief retort. If what the good representative have just said is true, then the mainland crime sprees would not be in the no bail areas, and particularly those cities where it's a revolving door, and they look at the smash and grab guys. They're in and then they're out. They're in and they're out because they know they don't have any skin in the game. They don't have to put up any bail. Pretrial hearings, are weeks and sometimes months delayed. The point is, when you do the crime, you should do the time. And this says, basically, if you do the crime, hey, you got all the time in the world to do anything you want to do. And to say that there's nobody committing crimes after they're out on no bail is incorrect, incomplete, and there's plenty on the record, which I don't have immediately to cite, but there's plenty on the record. Otherwise, I wouldn't be so against this bill. For those reasons, Mr. Speaker, this is a get out of jail free. It's, what do they call it, soft on crime. And it's not good policy for the state of Hawaii and for our constituents. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Further discussion, stand camera report number 213. If not, thank you very much. 214, 215, 216. Representative Capella, followed by Representative Okimoto.
Reservations, please.
WR for Capella on 216. Representative Okimoto.
Same request.
WR for Okimoto 216. Further discussion, members.
Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker.
Was that Tokioka first? Yes, Representative Tokioka.
No, Matayoshi was first.
It
Actually,
doesn't matter.
Perusa was first.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go Matayoshi first, followed by
Who's up
Tokioka.
first?
Reservations, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Yes, got it. WR
Okay.
for Matayoshi on
Same
216. Representative Tokioka, I'm sorry.
Same request.
WR for Tokioka also on 216. Further discussion, members.
Mr. Speaker?
Mr. Speaker.
Yes, Representative Angus McKelvey.
Reservations.
WR for McKelvey. Further discussion, members.
Mr. Speaker,
Yes, Representative Prusso.
with reservations, please.
WR for Prusso 216. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Further discussion? Yes, Representative Matsumoto. I got Matsumoto next, and I'll come back to you. Sorry.
With reservations, please.
WR for Matsumoto, 216, thank you. Who's next on remotely? I'm sorry, I got it. It's Rep. Todd.
Thank you. Reservations.
WR for Todd. Thank you very much, Representative. Further discussion?
Mr. Speaker,
Representative Har.
same request.
WR for Har, 216. Thank you very much, Representative. Further discussion, members? Thank you very much. Stand camera report number 217, discussion. Stand camera report number 218, 218, discussion. Okay, if there's no further discussion, members, this will be by voice, a vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no. The motion is carried. Introduction of resolutions. Mr. Clerk, are there any resolutions for action?
Mr. Speaker, there are no resolutions for action. May all others be referred to print.
So ordered. Thank you very much. Members, are there any announcements? Yes, Representative Holt.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. In honor of Mahina Olelo Hawaii, the Hawaiian Caucus will be hosting 3 talk story sessions with the Hawaiian Caucus on Aloha Friday starting today at 2 p.m. 2 p.m. today we'll be having OHA and the Department of Hawaiian Homelands to be giving brief presentations followed by some questions and discussion with the members. I hope you guys can all join us. The Zoom link will be sent right now. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Representative. Representative Kong.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Just a reminder, tomorrow, I guess everyone got the flyer, but for the Tonga Relief Drive. So if you could all participate, it would be very nice. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Representative. Further announcements, members? If not, for the motion to adjourn, Representative Morikawa.
Mr. Speaker, I move that this House stand adjourned until 12 o'clock noon Monday.
Thank you very much. Representative Matsumoto.
Mr. Speaker, I second the motion.
Thank you very much. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no. The motion is carried. The House stands adjourned until 12 noon Monday.
Aloha.